I think that the guys that win come in first, and Tesla, Elon Musk has come in first in a lot of things that other people are. Oh no, we're going to hold back. We're going to hold back. Good, hold back. Yeah, do that.
This alone proved how vast Sandy Munro's knowledge is of Tesla, which makes his words worth heeding. More than that, Sandy Munro is an automotive engineer who specializes in machine tools and manufacturing. He is famous for being a hands-on, self-made American businessman and owner of Munro & Associates, Inc. He is known as an extraordinary innovator and famous for his lean design methodology, which has helped many major OEMs catapult their products to market domination.
Times are changing, and some people say that the dinosaurs were eliminated by a big meteor, but there was still life left over. I think that the dinosaurs disappeared because they didn't conform to the new way of doing business, or the new lifestyle that they needed to have, or couldn't conform to the change in the weather or whatever. And companies are the same way. They come and go. If they're rigid and stay put, I think I mentioned this on another show. I think that business is like a parade. And if you decide to sit down in the parade and the elephants are in back of you, they're going to come forward and run you over, and you're going to wind up being highway pizza. And that's what it does. I mean, that's how it works. The guys that sit around and wait to be second, they get their wish. And that may be what's going on. I don't know. But I will tell you one thing. I never had Tesla stock before, but I have people who advise me on what to do. And I just say, hey, look, do whatever you want. And now I own Tesla. I have Tesla stock.
Munro's consultancy specializes in deconstructing automobiles to analyze their construction and has analyzed hundreds of vehicles. The detailed analyses are sold to manufacturers and suppliers who use the information to help plan, price, and improve their products. And as you may already know, he is a strong supporter of Tesla. Sandy Munro takes apart all of the leading cars in the world and analyzes costs and technology from the materials and components. In an interview, he described how Tesla achieved dominance in all drivetrain and electrical efficiency in all aspects of electric cars that matter since the Model 3 6 years ago. Munro has been involved with the auto industry for decades and is often able to see key insights along with his assistant Corey that others are not able to see. After the Tesla Investor Day early this year, there was a panel of people who talked about what Tesla was doing, and Sandy Munro was one of them. In fact, Munro is about twice as old as anyone who was on the post-Investor Day panel. He says that Tesla is going to crush the rest of the automotive industry, and it's because of Elon Musk. He shared that he might change his mind if Elon Musk disappears. Not only that, but he sees nothing or anybody stopping Tesla. Corey from Munro & Associates highlighted three things: vehicle design, battery powertrain, and manufacturing. Manufacturing is typically ignored by most automakers. It doesn't make up much of the cost. Tesla is intent on focusing on being able to manufacture at scale well beyond other automakers. Tesla gave a very technical presentation. Pierre Ferragu, a Wall Street analyst, said there is a deficit of education for institutional investors when it comes to Tesla. The difficulty is that those investors have a fiduciary duty to manage someone else's money, and when you do that, you have to be able to convey easily what a company is doing to invest in it. He also said that the compact car would be a smaller variation of the Model 3 and not be as complicated in both look and construction. Sandy Munro also said that future generations won't want to buy a Pontiac car when they can buy a technologically advanced Tesla compact car for $25,000. Sandy Munro also talked about what Tesla didn't mention, and that was the motor of the vehicle. There will be 30% more power at less cost by going to a hairpin motor. That's huge from Tesla. If you look at the video from Investor Day, you can see how the hairpins are being welded together. Sandy Munro was sworn to secrecy and said this was a huge deal, and Tesla showed it on the videos during Investor Day. It is worth listening to Sandy Munro and Corey, as you can gain wisdom from their engineering knowledge. Sandy just had a more blunt way of putting it, while Corey spoke a little less bluntly. He thinks the Tesla powertrain portfolio right now is world-class leading. The next powertrain is the next step forward and will increase Tesla's lead ahead of the competition. This is only days after Toyota said the Tesla Model Y is a work of art. Sandy Munro says that Tesla is about 6 to 8 years ahead of everyone else in self-driving. All the systems, including controllers and modules, among others, are better than anyone. He doesn't see anyone catching up anytime soon. He says the reason other companies struggle is that they work in silos and nobody works together. Tesla works together like a hive mind. He also said that the biggest threat to Tesla is some disaster destroying every single one of Tesla's gigafactories. Sandy calls Elon Musk the Einstein of our age. And while the world, the EV industry, experienced chaos when Tesla cut prices across its various units, Munro knew exactly the reason behind it. Tesla's most recent price cuts were so significant that some media even started to call it a price war or profits as a weapon. It was assumed by many that the price cuts are highly related to supply and demand, as Tesla needs to secure enough orders for its continuously expanding manufacturing capacity around the world. Sandy Munro's view is focused on manufacturing and costs, which explains why Tesla was able to reduce prices quite significantly and whether it's expected to remain profitable. According to Munro & Associates analyses, based on multiple electric vehicle teardowns, Tesla achieved the lowest estimated cost in the EV industry. Sandy Munro said that even the first conservative estimation indicates over a 30% gross margin on a vehicle like the Tesla Model 3 or the Tesla Model Y. In the case of the 2022 Tesla Model Y, the raw difference between the price, $58,990, and estimated cost, roughly $39,393, was almost $20,000, or 33% of the cost. Sandy Munro explained that its detailed analysis included basically every single part of the car. The company said that it's possible to count everything and estimate the real cost of prices in the industry, which has been Munro's core business for many years. Tesla was very focused on cost and was able to produce a vehicle cheaper through various measures, starting from smart ideas like combining multiple functions into a single system, simplifications, taking development and production of some systems in-house, increased scale, or even changing a business model. Those are just some of the things. Sandy Munro said that Tesla will still be able to profit from selling electric cars. Those profits will be higher than in the case of other OEMs, and that including everything, specifically the full self-driving tech in the future, the gross margin might even reach 40%. The cost advantage over other car makers is so high, in Sandy Munro's opinion, that the move to cut prices is expected to eliminate or even annihilate competitors. Tesla cars will be cheaper than other models. It is worth noting that Munro has contributed to improving Tesla as a company. A teardown of an early Model 3 build revealed inefficiencies in Tesla's manufacturing techniques and terrible build quality. Tesla addressed the vehicle in question as the automaker utilized the advice to improve on its shortcomings. Meanwhile, when it comes to EV adoption, Munro believes that charging infrastructure is the bottleneck. Drawing from his extensive travels and experiences, Munro shares the key differentiator of Tesla's charging infrastructure. He highlights how Tesla charging systems outperform the competition, stating, "If you don't have Tesla charging systems, you don't have much of a chance. They always work no matter what." Munro's first-hand account demonstrates the reliability and convenience of Tesla's charging network, underscoring its pivotal role in enabling long-distance travel. Exploring the technological advancements of Tesla, Munro lauds the company's cutting-edge electronics and software. He emphasizes that Tesla is 5 to 8 years ahead of other automakers, solidifying their leadership in the industry. Munro also highlights Tesla's revolutionary use of giant castings, which have simplified manufacturing processes, reducing parts and operation. When discussing Tesla's future, Munro expresses confidence in the company's ability to maintain its advantage. Known for its lightning-fast pace, Tesla continues to innovate at unprecedented speeds, leaving competition in the dust. Munro predicts that Tesla's market share will keep growing due to its relentless pursuit of progress, while other automakers struggle to catch up. Make sure to subscribe for more.